What's up, people? I guess I'm gonna make a video, just a short one, discussing the metric system versus the imperial system of measure and knowledge. Um, I am a bit biased because I'm American, and I really don't understand the metric system at all. Um, but I know it only goes back about 200 years. It came out of the French Revolutionary War. Uh, Although it's a pretty cool system, it seems like they captured some of scale invariant harmony with nature and such. And it's a simpler system to use, and most of the world uses it. A lot of people look at America. There's not a lot of people on YouTube talking about it, but the videos I did find, a lot of people think America is kind of funny for using this system. But I think it's extremely beautiful. And when you really get a grasp of what it is encompassing and entails, it's amazing. It's the knowledge of all humanity. It's thousands of years old. Thousands of years old. It's embedded in most all of the ancient architecture around the globe from every culture. If you know yourself, you put yourself at the center with your resting heartbeat, your two hands and your digits, your minute digits, you can unravel the mystery of all of it if you know yourself. Just by knowing your own body, you can get the dimensions of the earth, the distance from the earth to the moon, to the sun. You can climb the cosmic ladder using this information. There's a beautiful root digit symmetry of 369. That's with the rational numbers. It encompasses the microcosm and the macrocosm. It's a beautiful system of symmetry, rational, irrational numbers. It's tied into mythology, all of the world's calendar systems. Even if you use the metric system, if you use the clock, you're using the empirical system of knowledge. If you live by the year of our Lord, if you use 24 hours of the day, and if you use degrees, any types of degrees, 1 degree to 360 degrees of movement, you're using the empirical system. And it has to do with the sun and man, or the angles from the sun and the number of man. It's in the Kali Yuga calendars. It's in the story of Brahma. It's in the Vedic, the knowledge of the Vedic astrologers corresponds with it. The eightfold path of Buddhist Taoism. The Celtic and the Druid. Anything that had anything to do with sacred geometry, and every culture that's ever drawn any sacred geometry, the empirical system of knowledge is at the core and the heart of it. And so, in America, we keep it alive. We have this space race, and we're trying to get to the moon and everything, and it all has to do with that. It's rediscovering this ancient knowledge. It's much more complicated. Apparently, I don't know the metric system, so to me it's not as complicated as some would think, but it's wrapped up into theology. The numbers are in the Holy Temple in the Bible. It's just it's scale invariant harmony with man in the middle of the macrocosm. It's as above, so below. It's as in heaven, let it be done on earth. It's got the knowledge of the ancient Greeks. The Platonic solids are invariantly in harmony with the system. And that was proven in the 80s that the Platonic solids does correspond with the periodic table. And Of course, we measure it invariantly, but the universe uses the solids variantly, so, that's how we measure. It encompasses fractality, the pi ratio, the phi ratio, where we get philosophy and piety from, and those cycles and the circadian rhythm of mankind and the solar system. It's space, math, music, geometry, otherwise known as the quadrivium, all wrapped into one. It's a time down to the atomic clock, the vibrationary rate of an atom. It's absolutely spectacular. It's the eye of Horus proportions, the eye of Humanus. There's so much mystery and so much history and so much synchronicity wrapped into the Imperial system. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I was hoping that when I kind of started delving into the metric system, I'd find something different there. I noticed that I thought maybe the proportions would correspond with the female body, but I'm not getting that. I'm just finding that a couple hundred years ago it was created to simplify everything. So, and they did use some proportions of nature in it, but it's nothing like if you knew the secrets of 3, 6, and 9 of the mystery, and know yourself and put yourself in the center of the empirical system of knowledge that America's keeping alive, which is the knowledge of all humanity. It's an average, scale invariant average of everything. All of our thumbs, our strides, the spiral in our thumbs broken into fractions. And it's just beautiful. I think a lot of the times I see a lot of people outside of the country fascinated by sacred geometry and the flower of life and all this stuff that people are selling as spirituality and stuff. And it is spirituality in the sense that it's all related to the phi ratio and philosophy and the spiral of life. But what it comes down to is the imperial system of knowledge. If you understand a good grasp of that, you can understand what all of that mystical symbols are about, and why the Egyptians built things the way they did, and the proportions they did, and the Sumerians, and the ancient Vedics, and why we got so good at astrology and all this good stuff. Why we have a 0 through 9 number system, counting system. I don't know. I've got a lot of videos where I ramble about this stuff, and I literally ramble. I suck with numbers, and I just kind of babble them out. I think that's why my wife dubbed me Babbling Wisdom, because I'm not always on point. But anyways, have a great day, people. That's my personal views on the metric system versus the empirical system of knowledge. Anyways, I'm a little biased though. Be blessed, people. Have a great day.